So if you haven't figured it out by now, I like to go to record stores. So inevitably the question comes up, do you always buy something every time you go to a record store? And do you ever come home empty-handed? So when I got back into collecting about 15 years ago, the answer was always yes. I always came home with something, and it was always, don't have it, gotta have it. So, but now, after collecting for a few years, I've been much more selective. When I go out, I have a list. I actually have my file of all the albums that I have on my phone, so I can flip through it. So when I go out and I'm like, oh, this one really catches my eye, I'm like, okay, do I have it? So I flip through it. I've gone through that process previously where I didn't have that list, and next thing you know, I've got a second copy of something else that I really didn't need, but at the time when I saw it, I can't remember if I have it or not. So then the next question usually comes up from people I talk to about going to record stores is do you feel bad about going out to a record store and not getting anything, coming home empty-handed? And the answer is kinda. I kinda do. I go out looking to purchase something. I go out wanting to support my local record store, and they've got all these records, and I can't find one record in the shop that I really want and like. And well, the music that you listen to is completely personal, and that's why it's good to get out into your record stores and know what the record store has, what they carry, what the layout is. Wind up looking at, there are some stores in my area that there's one that is a great punk rock store. There's another one that just only carries new vinyl. There's others that is they're great in jazz and blues, and then there's a couple that are just all around. They have all kinds of things and deal with, predominantly rock or, pop music. You need to figure out and know where the new selection is. So the new selection by like their new arrivals of used albums. Do they have a rarities wall? Where is it at? So you can check when you first come in, because those things usually move very fast, even though they're usually priced very high. Those are things that usually they come in and they're there and then they're gone. So knowing where that's at, so you can take a look at that and take advantage of those things that when they come up, hopefully you're the first one in line to try to get it. Each store is completely different, so talking to the staff will make it much easier for you to find what you're looking for. And they get to listen to a lot of music, so if you ask, they probably will have suggestions. I like all different types of music, and just like the music you listen to, your record store experience can be very personal. So get to know where everything's at, talk to the staff, and hopefully you won't go home empty-handed. But if you're like me, you'll go home the next time with at least 4 or 5 albums. That's the fun of going to a record store. With all the remastered and re-released items that continue to come out, sometimes you can get a pretty good deal if you don't buy them right out of the gate when they first get released. I was able to do so with this album. I was able to pick up Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, remastered, re-released. I have a few Pink Floyd albums already. I have a collection of dance songs, Dark Side of the Moon, and The Wall. A couple of songs that are on a collection of dance songs that are on Wish You Were Here is Wish You Were Here and Shine On You Crazy Diamond. So I was able to get this at 180 gram, and it sounds really good. It sounds really, really crisp and clear, the remastering on it. Some people talk about how thick it is, makes it better. I mean, sometimes you can have a pressing and a remaster that just isn't done well, even though it's on heavy vinyl. But for this one, both of them really matter. It seems like the 180 gram makes a difference, and the remastering on it does also. So really good. What was interesting is that you get it in this outer sleeve, and again, this was brand new, never opened. Got it, I think, and normally it, when it first came out, was around $35 and up, almost to $40, depending on where you were looking to buy it at, and I was able to pick it up for $22, which I felt like was really good. Waited a little bit. I didn't necessarily want it when it first came out, but at that price, I couldn't turn it down. It was just great. So it comes in this outer sleeve that it's sealed, and interesting is that it has this other outer sleeve that is a sealed packaging also. which distinguishes it as a remaster. And then inside it has the original artwork on the album cover and stuff. And inside of that has the lyrics and the artwork on it. The only disappointing thing about the packaging on this is that it is in this heavy stock cardboard to put your album in. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the rice paper. I think it'll keep it a lot better, protect the vinyl, as opposed to taking that in and out of the cardboard, which can scratch it up every time you take it in and out. So really good. Obviously the two favorite songs on here, Shine On You Crazy Diamond and Wish You Were Here, which is probably my all-time favorite Pink Floyd song, Wish You Were Here. The thing about Pink Floyd though is that, yeah, they have their hits and they're like these big, great songs, but the best thing about Pink Floyd is the entirety of the album. When you listen to their album, you put it on and you start it and then you flip it and then you listen to the backside too. It's the whole thing in the entirety. They just take you from one place to another, from front to back on them. So this was a great find, I felt like, for the price, really good quality, and I was able to pick up another album to my collection that is just really good. Probably do some more reviews coming out. Most of the time I try to pre-book albums that are coming out. You can get them through your record stores, indie releases, so you get them on the variant colors, but probably do some reviews here coming up. Picked up, going to order the Evanescence that is coming out, also new Royal Blood, and just pre-booked the new Wallflowers album, which is, I think, their first album in 8 years. So interesting to hear those things. So we'll probably circle back, and when we get those albums in, listen to them a few times and give you some reviews. But sometimes you can pick up really good remastered and reissued items if you don't get them right out of the gate, if you haven't don't necessarily want them right at that moment. Obviously, when there are new releases that are brand new music, I like to get that as soon as possible. So again, thanks for tuning in. Hey, it's Tracy with the Spin Around, and this week I wanted to talk to you about mural art on downtown buildings here where I live in Kansas City. I'm sure graffiti is a problem in most cities, but downtown here, I'm in the Crossroads area right now, and I'm going to drive around a little bit and take some photos of that. Downtown Kansas City is about 6 miles in square miles. It is from basically the River Market area to about 31st Street, and it's broken up into the West Bottoms, Crossroads Art District, Power and Light District, and the River Market District. And right now, again, we're in the Crossroads Art District area, and there's a lot of paintings and murals on the buildings. So I thought I would take a drive around here and show you what's really cool that the artists are doing and the owners of the businesses that are down here are taking care of and doing also. So again, let's take a look at some of the things. And the amazing work done by these artists. Thanks for tuning in. This is Tracy with the Record Fuel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.